Dear candidates, and because of the time constraint, I've changed my question. I want to ask you first a question about traditional medicine, but I'm not going to do that anymore. One simple question: why should the countries of Unasur vote for you?
I think that's an excellent question with which to end this round of questions, and then we would go to lunch. So I would give the word to Dr. Nishtar. Please, if you could be as concise as possible.
So why should countries of Unasur vote for me? Well, first of all, I have led on hard issues all my life. I have delivered results with integrity and transparency in some of the most difficult environments in which the resource challenge settings. My experience is broad-based. I'm a physician by training. I have a PhD in research. I have a civil society background. I have served in several public sector roles, including a ministerial role. I have deep multilateral experience, both with WHO and in some United Nations agencies. I'm deeply hooked in the world of innovation. I'm the co-chair of the World Economic Forum's Global Future Council on the future of healthcare. And I believe that I will be able to lead WHO impartially. I believe I will be able to make WHO accountable to member states because I'm known for my background in accountability and transparency. I was the chair of the United Nations Independent Accountability Panel for Women and Children's Health. I have the ability to turn around reform. I have the ability to lead political roles impartially, to lead impartially, to be the voice of change, to turn around reform. And I think if you require change in the organization, change that is sustainable, that is proactive, but change for sure. And if you want impartiality within the organization and integrity and transparency and accountability, then you must look into my past and you must find threads of that. And I think that would be the reason why you should vote for me. I'm not making a plea to you because I'm a woman. I'm not making a plea to you because I come from a certain region. I'm not making a plea to you because I come from a developing country background. I stand for integrity, transparency, accountability, change, reform in a sustainable and constructive manner. And if you want to see that, an impartial leadership within the organization, then perhaps you should consider me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nishtar. And if the two candidates could answer in the 2 minutes that Dr. Sania had, the most concisely as possible. Thank you, Dr. Tedros.
That's a very difficult one. So there are 3 reasons why. 1, I have the passion. Number 2, I believe in WHO's power and potential. And number 3, I have the track record, hands-on experience. Maybe I will take a few seconds to explain. My passion, I have told you already. My brother died at the age of 5. Since then, I refuse to accept for people to die because they are poor. That's where my passion starts. And then families, communities I have seen in my work affect the same way. I refuse to accept that, and I want to fight it, and that's my passion. And the second, I believe in WHO's potential and power. Of course, it's facing challenges, WHO, but it has contributed immensely also. We can change the challenges into opportunities, and we can also change the past mistakes into lessons, and we can make it work. And the track record I have, the third, will ensure that WHO is stronger than before because I have a combination of experiences, as you know. As health minister, I led the design of our health system. Based on all building blocks of the health system, it was transformed. Not only that, I implemented the design and got the results, survived enough or served enough, 8 years, to see even the results. So that is hands-on experience, especially in a country like Ethiopia or in a continent where resource is constrained, and when the disease is heavy to show result, I bring fresh perspective or fresh view to WHO that has never seen before, never saw that perspective of view WHO before. And the other is, as a diplomat, as foreign minister, I was really glad to be part of the Sustainable Development Goals. I led the negotiation of the finance for development that led on the financing mechanism for SDGs.
Thank you, Dr.
That needs a diplomatic skill. I chaired Global Fund, and you were talking about FENSA. I have an experience on that. I led Global Fund, which is a hybrid, or which is a partnership of government, private sector, civil society.
Thank you,
I led that, not only that, but reformed it. So just one final line. I was involved throughout in operations, in research. I'm a researcher. You can have a look. I'm a political leader, a diplomat. You get all this in one. That's very important to transform WHO because I have a track record of successful change. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tedros. And we will finish with Dr. Nabarro.
Thank you very much indeed. The question was, why should you in Unasur vote for any one of us? And I do think it's about trust. Who do you trust to support you as you handle some really wicked problems in health and in development? Who do you trust to lead what is seen by many to be an organization in difficulty, out of that difficulty into strength? Who do you trust to be part of the leadership of the United Nations system in which WHO is a part? And so, first of all, the characteristics of the person. Will the person serve you in a way that you can trust? I've worked in more than 50 countries. I've dealt with 10 big global issues. I've got the highest level position you can get in the United Nations, below Secretary General and Deputy Secretary General. And I've delivered on everything I've been asked to do. I believe that when you look at me, you see a person whose whole life has been driven by human rights and humanitarian principles, total transparency, service to the world. And so I offer myself to you and to everybody in the world as the person who you can count on the most to lead WHO and lead world health into the future. Thank you.